I don't have any children. Sometimes I joke I have 100 children because of my job, but I know it's not the same. Highbridge Voices parents sacrifice so much to give their children the lives they need and deserve, and there are no better examples than the mothers of our 2 graduating seniors tonight. Please give a hand for Migdalia Martinez, mother of Amanda Rivera. Where is she? Migdalia, where are you? And Gloria Armand, who's the mother of Roselyn Lopez. They're actually sisters too, so they're proud aunts tonight as well. So. I bring up all these interconnected relationships to show how much Highbridge Voices is indeed like a family. Roselyn's 9-year-old sister Miracle entered our program this year, and we all hope to be here 8 years from now congratulating Miracle on completing the Highbridge Voices cycle. Where's Miracle? Raise your hand. But tonight is about celebrating Roselyn and Amanda. They have both taught me so much, particularly when it comes to 3 things: perseverance, anger, and how we love. Please allow me to explain. Perseverance. Amanda and Roselyn, while 2 distinct human beings, are both linked by their never-ending willingness to fight for what they believe in. Like college. Even when Amanda wanted to punch me in the face because I kept hounding her about SAT prep, she rarely wavered from her commitment. Roselyn was a little nicer, but she didn't like me much either. And yet they both raised each of their SAT scores by nearly 200 points overall. Anger. The struggles of Roselyn and Amanda make me angry, in a good way. To see all the hoops they have to jump through just to get transcripts sent, letters of recommendations completed, and the forms after forms after forms. But Amanda and Roselyn have dominated those hurdles. Their fortitude has led to success. Roselyn will be attending Sage College of Albany on a scholarship this fall, and Amanda, also on a scholarship, will be attending Lehman College. And finally, love. If you know Roselyn and Amanda, you know they bicker a lot. When they are particularly annoyed, one will call the other a da-da-da. A nice, or maybe not so nice way of pointing out the other's, let's say, lack of insight. And yet there is always love behind it. I will never forget the time a group of students were going to hang out, and Roselyn, who had just been arguing with Amanda, as usual, refused to leave without her cousin. She said, "You know I'm not going anywhere without Amanda. You get me, you get her." Safe to say Amanda would say the same, albeit in a quieter tone of voice. I mentioned perseverance, anger, and love as feelings that Amanda and Roselyn have stirred in me, but without a doubt the most important one is love. Because even though they are not my children, and the commitment of their parents far outstrips anything I could ever offer as their academic advisor, they are now and forever my heart. I cannot express possibly how much I will miss them, how much the program will miss them, and how much they will always mean to me for the rest of my life. Roselyn and Amanda, I'm just a da-da-da without you. I love you both.
I have always been the kind of person who needs a purpose. When I was younger, I tried a few after-school programs, but none of them seemed to stick. Then one day, I heard an announcement at school that said, "All 3rd graders auditioning for Highbridge Voices, please go to the auditorium during lunch." I thought, what is Highbridge Voices? I was determined to solve this mystery. As I entered, I bumped into a tall man with a deep voice. His name was Mr. Bobick. He asked me, "Are you here to audition for Highbridge Voices?" I asked, "What is that, a play?" He laughed. "No, Highbridge Voices is an after-school program that teaches kids how to sing." Later that day, I told my mom I wanted to join Highbridge Voices. Little did I know what a big decision I had made. Since then, I have learned who I am as a person, in no small part because of Highbridge Voices. The program has brought me out of my shell. I am now very outspoken and opinionated, not afraid to speak up for what I think is right. It has been 11 wonderful years here for me and my cousin Amanda, and this moment is definitely bittersweet. We love the memories we created here and all the opportunities we have been given. It's definitely sad to leave, but we know it's time to move on. I've grown up here. I was once the little tree you will see in our next piece. And I stand up here today as a woman with a purpose, a woman with goals and dreams, and a woman entering Sage University on a scholarship this fall. I hope the same for all the little trees in our concert choir. It's been a pleasure to help them in any way I can. I like to take the moment to thank all of the students from Highbridge Voices over the years. They are my second family, and they helped make this journey so amazing. Miss Nikita, thanks for always being such an amazing listener. I can tell you anything, and I know you'll understand without judgment. Your advice is always so helpful. Mr. Covington, I would like to take this moment to make a correction to Destiny's speech from last year. Clearly, I am your favorite. I know you are going to miss me and Amanda, your hardest working interns, and we are certainly going to miss you too. Mr. Lanzetta, I want to thank you for your guidance and help making decisions as I approach the next chapter in my life. You have done so much for Amanda and I. We are both so appreciative and don't know how to say thank you enough. Now to my family, starting with the three most important girls in my life. Destiny, we may bump heads, but I love you. You have always been a great role model for me. Amanda, we are super close and I know it's going to be hard for us to be apart from each other, but no matter how far away you are, I know I can always count on you for support. Miracle, I love you so much. Everything I do is for you. I strive to inspire you every day. The hardest part about going to college is leaving you, but I promise I'll visit a lot, and I will never miss a call. To the independent women in our family who have shaped me into the person I am today. Titi Taffy, you have always been the best singer I know. You always encourage me to audition for solos at Highbridge, and thanks to you, I am not afraid to sing alone in front of people I don't know. Grandma, you have always taught me to never compromise my dreams. And Titi Midalia, your strength and independence are an inspiration. I admire all you've overcome to be the person you are today. Your support never goes unnoticed by me. Mom, what can I say? We have grown so much in our relationship. I am grateful for the chance we have had to get closer. And I appreciate everything you do for me. Every time I think about giving up on something, I remember the hardships you endured to raise me, Jonathan, and Miracle on your own. It means everything to me that I have made you proud, and I plan on spending the rest of my life making you even prouder. Unfortunately, the most dreadful moment of my life happened this year when my father passed away. I was Daddy's little girl, and I always strove to live up to his expectations. So to my dad, I love you tremendously, and I miss you more than ever. I hope you're smiling down on me tonight because none of this would be possible without you. And yet, during such a terrible time, there was one other person who supported me, a woman who has been there and is a great inspiration to me, and that is Ms. Commenti. You have been there for me in good times and bad throughout the last 6 years of my life, and nobody will ever take your place. I will miss you and want to thank you tonight for helping this little tree grow into the woman you see before you today. Thank you all for an amazing 11 years.